Self-determination, the ability to control one's own life, contrasts completely with the idea of fate, guided by events outside of your own control, which are generally determined by supernatural power. Free will is about choosing, while fate is about being chosen. In Shakespeare's famous play, Macbeth, three black midnight hags are known to be evildoers, outside of the system known as the chain of being, which describes chaos. The witches share similar roles to the Fates, a mythology with an ability to look into destiny through seemingly predetermined fate, and the person receiving this fate is none other than our tragic hero Macbeth. Macbeth stumbles upon these three fates and receives a prophecy, all hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter. Macbeth knows he is destined to be king, but how will he achieve this title? Macbeth knows he will receive kingship, but why did he turn to murder? Fate already determined his future, so why must he take such a dark path? Surely the king could die without staining Macbeth's hands with blood, yet he still turns to murder. That's free will, not fate.
Grace Carney, a Harvard graduate, wrote an essay analyzing Macbeth's black and deep desires. In the essay, she explores the criminology behind Macbeth's actions, attributing them to individualism, the ability to be self-reliant, and environmentalism, the theory that a person's development is primarily influenced by their environment. This entire argument is very agreeable when exploring the idea of self-determination, as Macbeth's self-determination is shaped by his perspective on individualism and by allowing others in his environment to affect his choice. The three witches and Lady Macbeth are powerful forces in Macbeth's environment that help unleash his deep and dark desires. They act as fuel to Macbeth's ambition and prove his actions to be made from his self-determination that is shaped by his environment he surrounds himself in.
In Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Miles Morales is influenced by people like Peter B. Parker. Like Macbeth, his self-determination is shaped by those around him. But unlike Macbeth, Miles grows into a hero instead of falling into destruction. Macbeth knows his crime would be destructive towards the chain of being, but his desire to climb the hierarchy for kingship is blinding to even his own guilt. He can feel the weight of his actions with every step he takes, yet his ambition is suffocating. The golden crown shines brightly with his desires. He is closer than anyone could ever be towards the title of king. Staining the crown with his hands soaked in blood is nothing but a small sacrifice to his dreams. Macbeth's choice to kill the king wasn't a careless, fated act. It was a result of his burning ambition, evoked by his self-determination, that let his deep, dark desires kill King Duncan. And as he sits in a throne covered in unchecked ambition and dripping blood, we as the reader realize that fate may have promised him the crown, but it was his own hand that reached out for it, murdering King Duncan in the process.